These are the plaintiffs, Nathaniel and Kimberly Hamilton. Nathaniel says the defendant, their former persnickety landlord, is trying to be shifty because he deducted things from their security that he should be charging as normal wear and tear. The house he and his wife rented was old. They can't believe the nerve of some people and are suing for $2,100, double their security as the law allows. This is the defendant, Adam Wolak. He says if the plaintiffs didn't want him to deduct for repairs from their security, then they shouldn't have broken things while they lived there. Now that they've sued him to annoy him, he's gonna seek additional damages for things he found damaged after they moved out. He's accused of taunting tenants. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $874, the cost of additional repairs needed.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant's a security deposit thief deducting for normal wear and tear. But the defendant says the plaintiffs are breakers. It's the case of it's wear and tear, we swear.
Thank you, Douglas. Nathaniel Hamilton and Kimberly Hamilton.
How are
You
you?
are suing Adam Wolak for $2,100, double your security deposit, because according to you, he is wrongfully keeping it. You have a counterclaim against him for $874 in damages. Let me hear from you first. So you moved in there in October of 2015, correct?
Yes.
Do you happen to have any pictures of what it looked like when you moved in?
No.
Do you?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right. And you lived there for how long?
3 years.
Okay. So, and during that time, you get along just fine with him?
Oh, yeah. He's a good
Buddies and
landlord.
pals.
Yeah, but at the time, when it's time for us to leave, you come up with everything that we have to fix. We didn't mess it up. I
Right.
got the pictures.
So when you left, how much was your security deposit? Go ahead.
$10.50.
It was $10.50.
$10.50. Okay. He sent the check for how much?
$7.95.
Did you cash it?
No, we didn't
Okay.
accept it.
So what you're saying is that he still owed you the excess of that and he didn't pay you
Pay,
that.
right.
Which was how much?
The $255, Your Honor.
$255. And he said that there were those damages, correct?
Right.
And were there?
Well, I will say my son's room and 2 kitchen knobs, I will pay for that. But
What happened in your son's room?
my son cut the screen.
Okay, so let's go over originally what you were attempting to withhold. The first thing on your list is 2 broken tiles in the bathroom, and it's $30.
Right.
Which is the picture of the 2 broken tiles in the bathroom? Okay, so there's a crack in one and a crack in it. So 2 tiles need to be replaced there. How did that happen?
If you walk in the bathroom, it's a slope in front of the toilet.
Uh-huh.
He knows that. But he put the tile there, and after a while, you keep walking on it, it's gonna crack.
How did that crack? Something fell on that. Something fell on that. All right, what were you withholding for that? $30?
$30, Your Honor.
All right, then the damaged windowsill. Do you have a better picture of that? Because the
Yeah.
one that's up here is no good.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
What do you say happened to the windowsill?
So that was their bedroom. They had an air conditioner in there, and the water leaked on the sill, and you could see the discoloration in the wood.
Okay, so you're referring to that.
Right.
That's some moisture. All right, that's $25. What else are you holding for? Vanity mirror. Now, you admit that the mirror broke.
I told him, we were still in the apartment. I asked him, I said, Adam, the mirror broke. He said, Nate, don't worry about the mirror. I have a piece of glass down at his other apartment. Don't worry about it, I'll fix it.
So why are you nickel and diming him about it now? I mean, I'd be calling my letter and saying, this piece of garbage broke, fix it, as opposed to being charged for it.
Right. No, I totally would agree on him calling me and let me know about it, but he didn't let me know about it until it was broken. I did tell them that I may have a piece of glass at one of my other
Well,
apartments.
apparently he told you about it at some point. All right, Nick's on the vanity mirror. Next, fans and screws. There's some screws, tiny little screws that go in the fans.
Right.
Okay, work with me here.
Okay.
All right. You're charging $15 for fans and screws.
Well, so it's not
It's
just...
really fan screws.
But it's not just the screws, Your Honor. The whole socket was stripped, so I had to replace one of the sockets.
How would a tenant do that? Tell me what they were doing. You guys are a wild pair. What were they doing that would make the screws go missing? The screws go missing when the thing is like doing this. It's a wobbly fan. How is that tenant negligence?
Do landlords routinely screw tenants over over security deposits?
I believe they do, because you really have no recourse in have proof that you didn't do anything wrong.
So her point is landlords are inherently dishonest in a way. Do you believe that?
Not all, but there are. I've known quite a few that are.
That are dishonest.
Yes.
You buy an apartment building, you're a crook. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
How about the refrigerator shelf? Let's talk about that.
So it was cracked. They must have taped it to hold it in place, whether they're pulling out their bottles
So
of.
do you have a picture of a refrigerator shelf with tape?
Yes.
Okay, and why are you guys shaking your heads?
Because when we first moved in,
The shelf
the
was
shelf
cracked.
was already cracked and it already had tape on it. It's an old refrigerator. And when we didn't take pictures, but we let him know about it, and he didn't do anything about it.
Do you have any record of letting him know?
No.
No.
Anytime that
It was
let me just give you some advice, and I say this for everyone within the sound of my voice. As a tenant, whenever you move into a place, you want to take the slowest video you've ever taken in your entire life. If you do this, you're not going to prove anything.
Right.
You got to go to each little nook and cranny and zoom in and video it so that you can send it by email to the landlord and say, these are the things I want fixed. I don't care about the other ones, but I don't want to get blamed for them.
Right.
That should be happening at every tenancy in America, because I have been saying this for 18 years, okay? Do you have any proof of how the refrigerator shelf looked when you handed it over to them?
No, I do not. Your Honor.
And we're out. Okay, middle screen, a middle screen, $10. Which middle screen was that?
So middle screen was the middle bedroom, their son's bedroom, the one
Yep,
he talked
that's
about.
a go, because they
Yeah, agreed
admit
to
that.
that.
All right, and then back entry door screen would be, this is the back entry door screen.
Correct.
And you're saying that the screen doesn't reach all the way to that side. How old is this door? Doesn't look like it was installed last year.
Well, no.
I
it
gotta
was-
be honest with you.
It was there when I bought the house.
Yeah, so do you have any proof of how it looked before?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, that's a no. That's what we call nickel and dime. Shower bar. What happened to the shower bar? Tell me
broke
more
it.
about the adventures of the Hamiltons.
I broke that one, Your Honor.
Okay, how?
Almost slipped one day and grabbed on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad it was there for you to grab onto. We need it there for the next guy to grab onto. Okay, so we got that. And $10 on the kitchen knobs, which you've already agreed to.
Right.
Okay. 95 bucks. Well, we have one more thing to talk about. Excuse me, the carpet.
Right.
So, do you have pictures of the carpet?
I have pictures of the carpet.
According to him, you damaged the carpet. Now, originally, he was asking for $100. You say to him, I'm going to have Stanley Steamer come over. And he says,
Don't worry about the carpet. I'm putting in new carpet. So now.
did you tell him
we-
that?
Actually, the conversation didn't happen until after they moved out.
Okay, but did you tell him, I'm going to put in new carpet?
After the decision was made, looking at the
No,
pictures.
he's saying that when he said, give me a chance to steam clean it, you said, forget it, I'm putting in new carpet.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Is this a carpet?
Yes.
Okay, this is really bad.
And Stanley wasn't going to get that out. So that's
I
where
don't know what, they could do wonders, but
Well-
I don't know. I'm looking at this.
The reason why we didn't do it, clean it, Your Honor, he said to me, don't worry about the carpet. I'm going to replace the carpet. So I didn't have
What's this a
Stanley
picture
Steamer
of, the
come
new
in.
carpet?
That's the new carpet I put in, Your Honor.
Okay. How was the carpet turned over to you?
The carpet that was in our bedroom, it was messed up. The carpet that was in my daughter's room, it smelled of dog and feces, and it was filthy.
But see, here's what I don't understand. You're supposed to be able to withhold money from a security deposit for what you're damaged,
Right.
not for as a fine. I know you did replace it, and you weren't suing for what it cost you to replace it until now, until they sued you. So I can't subtract how it looked from the last two tenants because you've given me no evidence to subtract it from. Do you understand?
Yep.
So no, I'm not going to order that. So what we're left with then is $95 that you're entitled to keep. You are suing for double your security deposit because according to you, he wrongfully withheld it. But his requirement in your state is that he send you a letter and itemize things. I may find them to be wrong, but you want me to punish him as though he hadn't sent you the letter. He did send you the letter, and he did itemize it. So what we have then is your security deposit is $1,050. I am allowing him to deduct $95 for a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and ordering him to return to you $955, plus, of course, your court costs, which are probably more than $95. Verdict for the plaintiff, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff is going to get almost $1,000 and not $955. You okay with that?
Well, the decision is what it is. I mean, I'm just glad it's over. Sorry to see the relationship go south like it did, but,
Yeah.
you know, you can't win them all.
I know. Well, you tried to keep what you could. but-
Right. Well, you know, I mean, nickel and diamond, I mean, I'm covering the costs on their damages, so,
Yeah,
you know.
okay. Well, good enough. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, Mr. Hamilton, Mr. Ms. Hamilton, if you'll step out here. You heard what he said. You're going to get $955 back. You were asking double that. That ain't going to happen.
But it all turned out good.
Well, okay. So you're okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
All right. How about where you're living now? You okay now? You
Oh,
happy?
yeah, I'm fine.
Bought a house.
We bought our own
Bought a
house.
house?
Don't have to
Yep.
worry about no more landlords.
Very good. Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you
luck to
very
you,
much.
too.
Okay. Harvey?
Doug, they didn't take pictures of what the place looked like when they moved in. That is a huge mistake. Always take pictures when you move in, when you move out, and that's for both landlords and tenants.